Welcome back to another episode of the One-on-One Podcast. My name is Josh. I am here in the studio in Laguna Niguel, California with my good friend Savag. Savag, how are you?
I'm doing great. You
And
notice my
Go
skin?
ahead. What?
You notice my skin?
Oh, yeah. You're using the La Roche products that I told you about?
Not sponsored, but yeah. And I'm feeling more youthful.
Good.
I'm getting compliments, too.
You look more youthful.
Thank you.
We're also joined by my favorite human in the world, Kathy Baker. Kathy, how are you?
I'm great. I need that product. That's all I can say.
No, you look fabulous.
Whatever that is.
Kathy, we got a really special guest today that I'm going to let you introduce. But I have a question for all of us before we introduce him. And I hope that I've been on this kick, guys, with what I've been watching lately, and I hope that this question resonates with you guys. I want to know, what is your favorite James Bond film of all time? And the reason why I asked that is I have started from the very first Sean Connery, and I'm now in the middle of all the Roger Moores, and I'm going to work my way all the way up to the end, to the last Daniel Craig. So I hope you guys are James Bond fans. If not, we can cut this and we'll ask a different question. But Savag?
Pressure galore. I'm trying to do my best Sean Connery. I don't know, Josh.
That's not bad.
I'm Sean Connery. I like the older ones. I like the Sean Connery era. Was it Daniel Craig? Mm-hmm. I don't have a specific favorite. I don't know, Goldfinger, just because it has the word gold in it.
It's a great movie. Kathy, is this a tough question? Should I ask a different one?
No, okay, let's talk about my favorite James Bond character because I think they kind of all are the same. I am a Sean Connery fan. I mean, like, that man was 112 and just fine. And my favorite Sean Connery, which we're having a little version here, is The Untouchables. His role in that, if you haven't seen, when he takes a guy out on the porch, shoots the dead guy. Yes. Okay. So I'm Sean Connery.
So Kathy's favorite James Bond movie is The Untouchables.
Yes.
The one you never knew about.
Yeah, it's the little known James Bond character.
That's right. Yeah, never released.
Kathy, do you want to introduce our guest?
I do. I'm so excited because, Josh, sometimes you say my favorite human. Ken Elmer is honestly one of my favorite humans, and it's because he's brilliant yet modest and humble and just is such a servant to our industry. We go way back, way back. And every time we reconnect, it's like at a higher level with his service to the industry being even higher. And he's one of our partners with One Suite, and we're going to talk about that today. But I'm just honored to have Ken Elmer on the call. Ken, give us a little bit of history about you.
Kathy, what's your Venmo? Let me send you that $50 I promised you. So, you know what? It's great to be here. Thank you guys for the invite. I appreciate it a ton. Kathy, you are absolutely one of my favorite humans. But then again, I do tell each one of my kids they're my favorite. So I don't know how much I would take that seriously. But yeah, getting to know you and the team has been a wonderful thing now for like 6-7 years. It's been a while. So it's great. I'm the CEO of a company called Burrow, and we do only specialty products. We've developed a wonderful partnership with Realty One Group and Cuba and the team there, and Arcadius and Taylor and like everybody there, Savag, over the past over a half decade, which would include One Suite, all the websites, the national website, search interface, like tons of different stuff and tons of projects you guys never see, and tons of stuff behind the scenes. Truly our favorite client. So I consider myself a One Suite person, not a business associate and a partner of yours. And I think you guys feel the same. So yeah, thanks for having me on. And that's who I am.
Let's start with what's your favorite James Bond movie?
Well, I mean, Goldfinger for sure, but like it's really more like an era. Like I'll watch anything Sean Connery, Roger Moore. I'll kind of watch it, maybe with some bourbon. Yeah. That's right. Then there were none for 20 years because they were all terrible. Right. Yeah. Now the Daniel Craig's significantly better. I would say a little bit more confusing in the storytelling. Like that's what I love those old like 70s flicks for. They were simple. You didn't see $1,000 of special effects, watching some guy's head get blown off. You just saw everyone shooting around blanks and just having, I mean, it was just, those are good movies. But yeah, Goldfinger's the one that comes to mind.
Yeah.
What's that?
They don't make them like they used to.
They said you're preaching to the choir. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
Including Sean Connery. They don't.
Yes,
they don't.
100%.
I could talk about this for 2 hours, as Kathy knows. So before we go even farther down that rabbit hole, let's jump into One Suite. Ken, I mean, first and foremost, we are, what are we, less than a week out from Summit, which is insane that we
around
are
the corner.
Like literally right around the corner.
Yeah.
So maybe let's start there. You're going to be joining us. You're going to be giving a couple talks. Do you want to maybe give a sneak peek of what attendees can expect? I mean, I'm sure
really
the word
excited.
AI is going to be thrown around.
Yes. Let's throw out some words that will drive attendance. But I listen, every year I get excited for Summit and excited for Base Camp as well. But the Summit's great. The energy that's there, the vibe, just everything about you guys and your culture, that's the event I get pumped up for the most. And I'm on the road 100 days a year. I see a lot of events. I see a lot of meetings and like there's nothing as fun as Summit. It really is great. Now, it's got to be more than fun, right? And the talk of everything is AI. We've been working behind the scenes, and I say every time I say we, it's a collective we, right? It's all of you guys, it's us, your tech team, the whole 9 yards, on how we're going to integrate AI to make the agents' lives simpler, more efficient, more effective, make them more money, and we're launching that stuff at Summit, and I could not be more excited. So that's what my 2 talks are going to be. I think I'm on 11 o'clock on Monday and Tuesday, duplicate talks, and it will be the launch of what we are calling Otto. Otto is your new virtual assistant built into OneSuite. And so we're really excited about that. It's many years in the making, but like we couldn't be more thrilled. So that's what I'll be talking on.
Can you give us, without giving away anything within your talk, that maybe an agent could be excited for? Can you tell us when Otto's going to be launching, or are we saving that information?
Otto's going to launch the week after Summit. So I'm going to be there. I'm going to show it off live. And I think let's maybe go one step backwards. Like everyone hears AI. Everyone knows they're supposed to know something about AI, right? But there's never been a bigger shift in all of technology as there is now. So what does that mean? Am I going to get left behind? What does that mean for me? How's it going to change my business? So let's back up and say, like, what should AI do for you, right? We're going to talk about that. It has to be more than just some nifty bells and whistles. You can impress someone, but it doesn't drive your business. It doesn't save you time. It doesn't make you more money. We've gone backwards and said, AI's got to solve those problems. It's got to save me time. It's got to do things for me that I can't do on my own. It's got to generate more GCI. It's got to do all of these things. And then that's how we built Otto, with that stuff in mind. So it's not, bells and whistles that you'll never use that'll look great for 5 minutes and you'll forget about them by the time you get to lunch. It's really useful stuff to help you build your business bigger, stronger, more powerful, and really develop your what you guys are the best at. And I'm saying you guys, not you two, but the agents that might be listening, which is building relationships, right? I mean, that's really it's a core fundamental thing about what we do, is build relationships. And those need to be long-term, they need to be reactive, they need to be proactive, but this will really help them do that, and I'm super excited to get it out there.
Kathy, you and I chat a lot about, you create this product that is going to make an agent's life easier, but which is half the battle, but the other half is the agent adopting the product, right? And like you said, this is the biggest technological revolution in all of our lives. So what's the name of the game for someone who's been doing their business the same way for the last 15 to 20 years, and now they have all of a sudden this complete 180-degree shift?
I think there are 2 words. I think one is adoption and one is adaption. I think you got to adapt to the changes that are occurring. I think the blessing is, let's just be real clear, this is not directed at any one person, it's directed to a big population, that through the past 3 shitty years, you've atrophied. And you, rather than rebuilding old muscles, I think this is the opportunity to refine new muscles.
That's good.
Where you know what to do, but adapt to a new way of doing it. And it's not letting go of the business, it's amplifying the relationships, amplifying the opportunity to be face to face and let the things that have to be done that are income producing, that are labor that is not putting you face to face with a person. So it's a matter of, what is that going to look like? Are you willing to let go, right, and pick up what's new?
I couldn't have said it better myself, so I'll give something.
I was going to say, you find opportunities to create efficiencies with what's available to you. And the mistake that we see a lot often when talking to people and looking at their plans and what their strategies are, is they're not adopting what's provided to them that's so easy and simple to implement into their daily work that can create those efficiencies. And now with Otto and AI and using it in OneSuite, the amount of efficiencies that are going to create more time to create other types of opportunities in business is going to be great. And with what I've been able to get a sneak peek of, and what I know, and what a lot of folks will learn at Summit with the Otto sessions and Ken sessions, and what's going to be released right after, it's going to be freaking amazing. And we are in the world of AI where we're like, okay, what AI is right for me? Not all AI is going to be built into everybody's life. Find the right ones that are going to create efficiencies and to create more opportunity.
I just thought of something, Ken, I really want to go back to your point, and I know I've already brought it up once, but like the idea that this is the biggest shift that we've ever seen in technology, which is true. And, you think about the .com boom, or you think about even the rise of social media, and those things are very daunting. It's this whole new world. It requires a lot of work. It requires a lot of new skill sets that you didn't have before. With AI, it's this weird irony where like AI is actually making everything easier, or that's its goal, right? It's making everything more convenient. And so the idea of it being daunting is almost counterintuitive, because it's like you should actually be, does that make sense?
No, it totally does. And you're spot on. When the internet came out, everyone was like, Nordstrom's going to go away. You're going to buy everything online. Nope. Nordstrom's adapted. They've got stores. They still have their catalogs that you get in the mail, and they have the internet, right? We find ways to adapt to things, but you can do it at a different pace. The AI conversation, if you're a programmer and you're trying to drive things forward, if you live in San Francisco and you work for Meta, or whatever, and you're trying to drive things forward, like, you need to be on the cutting edge. But that filters down in a whole different way to the rest of us. I just need some tools that can make me work a little bit smarter and a little bit better and a little bit more efficiently. I'm not looking to learn code. I'm not looking to build 28 websites with this wonderful AI. That's not what any of this is. What this is like, listen, I want to talk to my phone while I'm in line at Starbucks. And I want Otto to put in this new contact that I just met, set him up on a market report, send him drip campaigns, and remind me in a month to call him before I order my drink.
Yeah.
You can now do that.
Yeah.
That's what we're talking. There's no barrier for entry. You don't have to download something on your phone and then learn how to build your own custom GPT. Most people don't even know what that means. So we're doing the heavy lifting, and I say we collectively are doing the heavy lifting to use AI to make your life easier. All you're gonna need to know is where that button is to speak to your phone. Like, that's what we're talking about here. And so this is very different. This is not, I got to learn code and WordPress and I got to go out and build a website because all the other agents have them. It's 2001.
Right.
This isn't that. And I think that we're gonna get much better adoption from the agent community, because this will help them build relationships. It'll give them more time.
Yes. Go ahead, Kathy. I know.
I just wanted to interject. AI, that's different. I mean, that's totally different. And I sense the panic that I did with the internet, with the blue book going away.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a major shift, and I sense that now. And what I'm so excited about is this is going to be another way for professionals to rise.
Yeah.
Not the hobbyist.
Right.
Can you make the argument that if used correctly, like you said, AI is almost letting you do the old school real estate work? That's funky, isn't it? Right? It's like, I use this new technology that's so crazy, so I can go have coffee with Cindy, right, at Starbucks and develop a relationship. But you're 100% right. And the 1%ers will do AI and have their phone calls recorded and transcribed and put into notes and like do all this this long tail like use case stuff that we're seeing out there, which is great. The 1%ers will always do that stuff and be cutting edge. How will the rest of us use AI to be better? I think with agents, it's going to be, great, I got an extra hour and a half in my day and an extra 14,000 touch points automatically delivered to my clients so they don't forget about me over the next year. Great. I can build relationships better, because that's really where this industry has fallen down a lot, right? It's my 85-25. 85% of people out there that transact with an agent are happy with the transaction. Less than 25% of those people will use that agent again. Yeah.
Like, that is the thing that should keep you up at night. And I say this all the time, and I want this to be able to help that.
Amen,
Kathy?
amen.
Yeah, I know. I was going to say, Kathy, you've given us those numbers too, and it's just shocking to like,
It is. Car salesmen do better than us,
And
right?
can I just add here for everybody on the call going, oh my gosh, this is another thing I'm going to have to invest in. You're going to invest a little bit of time, but you're not going to invest financially because this investment has been made for you by the
100%.
brand. By the brand.
And just to let everybody know, we're going to do a 2-part series with Ken. So we will wrap this episode up, but we're going to have him back and keep this conversation going. But Savag, you and I always have this conversation, and I always use the phrase, like, we're still in the wild, wild west of AI. Like, we're in its infancy.
Absolutely.
And it's only going to get more scary for one, but it's only going to get better and more efficient and easier and make someone like a real estate professional's life a lot easier and more efficient if they use it correctly. I think is that fair to say?
Yeah. I'll
Yeah.
jump in real quick. Yeah, and that's how it's going to seem for the foreseeable future because AI is always changing. Things are always developing, but there are some things like Otto, for example, that you have to look at your overall business plan going into 26 and going into the new year, if you look at it quarterly, and see where can I make more time to use these tools? Because it is there as your assistant, is there to create these moments of, let me get it done, let me get out of the way, so you can go off and do other things in your time. But you need to time block properly, you need to have your business plan ready, and you need to see where this fits in, and you need to be dedicated to it, you need to be consistent. And if you're not dedicated, consistent, and then you don't have that right mindset, the world is not going to be your palm tree.
I think that's a perfect cliffhanger to our next episode because I really want to talk mindset. I think that's a huge part of it. So we're going to bring Ken back. Thank you guys for this episode. Stay tuned for part 2.